Hello, YouTube. Sidekick here with another new mission for you to fly. This time we're out flying the A-29B, and we're looking for insurgents in the high mountains, just like we were in the last mission, which if you haven't checked out, it's called the Highway Patrol. You should give that a look as well. Today's mission is called Wake Up Call because it happens early in the morning. This time we won't be looking for the enemy. We'll have a forward air control on the ground to mark the target for us, but because it's early in the morning, the light is pretty bad, and if anything, the valleys are a little steeper than they were in the last mission, so that's what the challenge is going to be. In addition, this mission is actually set up so that it can be flown as a multiplayer mission if you want to fly a second Tucano, so I'll be interested to see if anybody gives that a shot and how you like it. As usual, you can get a hold of the mission on my Discord server. So for now, we're just going to do a quick mission briefing, and then we're going to go fly. So let's get started. Gentlemen, orders. Situation operations against guerrilla groups in the region continue. Security forces have control of the urban areas and most of the rural areas out here on the plains. They periodically mount patrols into the mountain valleys. However, they do not have the resources to maintain a continuous presence there. The guerrillas have good command of the ground and, apparently, good intelligence, so that when ground forces enter the valleys, they find either well-planned ambushes or nothing at all. Special forces have been inserted into one of the valleys in the area of grid squares Mike November 6-1 and Mike November 7-1, looking for a guerrilla base that's reported to be in the area. As of last light, they believe they had identified the base, and they're looking for air support first thing this morning to take it out. They're intending to hit the base early in the morning before the guerrillas are fully active. You'll be given final targeting instructions by the Special Forces Air Controller when you reach your initial point. Mission. Your mission today is to destroy the guerrilla base designated by the Forward Air Control Party. Your forward air controller is callsign Rapier. Contact Rapier as you approach Point Charlie for final target location and any other instructions. Execution. Take off from Beslan Airfield using runway 28. Fly to Point Charlie and contact the forward air controller, callsign Rapier, who will provide final targeting instructions. It is important to strike quickly after the target is marked, in order to maintain surprise and prevent any enemy air defenses from becoming active. The guerrilla base is sure to be defended by light AAA and possibly by IR SAMs as well. You will be armed with two 19-tube 2.75-inch rocket launchers and two Mark 82 slick bombs. You are authorized to neutralize any guerrilla activity that you detect. Good luck, and see you at the debrief. All right, here we are in our Super Tucano, rolling down the runway in the early morning light in Beslan. We're just going to take a quick left-hand turn after we get off the runway and head up to the mountains. Looks like it's going to be another bright sunny day. A little bit of scattered clouds. Hopefully they aren't going to be too low to cause us any trouble when we get up into the mountains. All right, so we're off. Oh, look at that. The smoking fires at the chimneys of Beslan, looking very nice in the early morning light. So again, basically the idea from the briefing is that we've got a guerrilla base up there. We've got a forward air controller that's going to mark it for us when we get up there. Hopefully we're going to catch the guerrillas before they're up and at them. So hopefully we get at least one pass before we get too much AAA activity, and hopefully we can use that pass to take it out. That's the idea anyways. So we won't have to fly low like we did during highway patrol. We'll stay up fairly high, maybe not all the way above the highest peaks, but we'll stay up fairly high until we get our mark. And then we'll have to figure out how to get down into the valley after that. start with the rockets, and then switch to bombs after we've expended the rockets. Just because the rockets give us a better chance to kind of spread them around the whole area of the guerrilla base. Well, it certainly is impressive scenery up here. So we just need to get up to the entrance to this valley. I stopped short of going up into the clouds. So we're just hanging out just with the clouds here. So once again, I think we're going to end up making use of the A-29's agility. That looks like a pretty narrow little valley that we're going to be operating in. Okay, we're almost to the waypoint where we can start turning up the valley here. And so this is the first waypoint, so we're approaching the first waypoint. And we're just going to take a nice gentle turn away from the waypoint and up the valley. And there we go. We snap to the second waypoint. Let's turn a little quicker. Okay, there we are, headed for the second waypoint. Climb a little higher now, as high as I can, and still stay under the clouds, I think, just to clear them peaks as much as we can. Don't want to fly into the ground while I'm looking at the target. That would not be a good day. All right, well, you can definitely see the difference in light between the tops of the mountains in the sunshine and the valleys down there in the dark. And they're pretty dim down there. Hopefully we'll be able to see the guerrilla base once we know where to look for it. All right, well, there's waypoint 2, so let's turn up the valley a little bit more for waypoint 3. Waypoint 4 is going to be checkpoint Charlie, but once we're past waypoint 3, we'll start getting ready to contact Rapier. Yeah, it's pretty dark down in those valleys. Well, you can see if you look closely, but boy, oh boy, it's be hard to make stuff out. I'm glad we got somebody down there to mark the target for us. Okay, so we're coming up on waypoint 3. Now, as far as what our approach is going to be, we won't really know until we know where the target is. About time to get fenced in here, though. So let's get air to ground up, get the SMS page, select the rockets. We'll just ripple them in pairs for the first run, see how that goes. And time to call Rapier. Rapier, this is Sledgehammer. Over.
Rapier, good morning. Over.
Sledgehammer, roger. We're approaching checkpoint Charlie with a load of 38 2.75-inch rockets and 2 Mark 82 bombs and about half an hour to play. Where's the party? Over.
Roger. The target still seems to be sleeping. Let's see if we can keep it that way. Permanently. Your target is down the valley. To the south. We will place a smoke mark that is 150 meters north of the target. Keep your fire south of the smoke.
Sledgehammer, copy. All ordnance south of the smoke.
Report when ready for the smoke.
All right, we're almost to Charlie. Rapier, this is Sledgehammer. We are ready for smoke. Over.
Roger. Smoke on the way in 30 seconds from my mark. Mark.
Sledgehammer, roger out. Okay, we timed that well. We should get our smoke mark just about the time we're getting to waypoint 4. Valley to the south, so that'll be up to the right there. Keep an eye out there, see if we can see the smoke when it arrives. Okay, anytime now. Let's keep an eye up at the valley. Oh, there it is. Rapier, this is Sledgehammer. We have the smoke. Okay, let's get a little closer and see what can be seen on the ground there. So we're looking for the base on the other side of the smoke. The south of the smoke, and we have to keep all our fire south of the smoke. Assuming that's because Rapier's on this side of the smoke. I think I saw the base there when we looked in close. So we'll keep just a little bit to the left here so we can roll in. Okay, definitely some buildings up into the trees there. Just make sure we get a good line on them here. Longer. And right about there. Roll in. Good and close on this first pass, because hopefully we don't have any air defenses to worry about. Just going to try and spread the rockets around. And right there. Short up. Burn the target. That looked pretty satisfying.
Good hits. Looks like some secondary explosions. Looks like there's still some activity. You're cleared for another pass.
Sledgehammer, roger. We'll give it another go with the rockets then. Okay, let's gain some altitude and go up and around this peak. When we come back across the valley again, we should be about lined up, so that should give us a good cue for how to find the target when we come around. And let's ramp it up a little bit. Let's take, I think I'm gonna go to multiples of 4 rockets this time instead of just 2. So we'll just make 2 from each tube. A little bit more concentration there this time. Alright, well, nice and sunny up here, but it's not down there. Kind of hard to see the target, but I think we managed to nail it. And now this time, looks like there's some fires burning, so that should help us find it as we come around the corner here. There's the smoke. There's the fires. Rapier, this is Sledgehammer rolling in. Just got to get down below the clouds so we can see the target here. There it is. A little further, we want to make sure our egress is straight up the valley. There we go. Lined up again. A little higher this time, just in case there's anybody down there awake. Covered the target area pretty good that time.
Good hits again.
Sledgehammer, roger. That's rockets expended, but we still have a couple of bombs if you think we can use them.
Roger. You're cleared for another pass.
Sledgehammer, roger. Okay, let's go around one more time here. Back up to altitude. And we'll go around and see what we can do with our Mark 82s. No point in taking ordnance home when there's bad guys' foreheads to put the warheads on. Hey, up and around here. Ourselves lots of room to get lined up. Around. Good high. Got our Mark 82s selected. And this is, behind that little triangular peak there. Just got to keep going around here. It's a little lighter down there as the sun comes up. There's a bunch of guerrillas that aren't going to see this dawn, though. Coming around. There's the smoke from the fires. Fires. Going across here a little farther, so we make sure our egress is down the valley. Where around here? Rapier, this is Sledgehammer, rolling in. Okay, get the flight path vector up to the target and get it just a little beyond the target and just hold the dive. Hold the dive, wait for that pipper. Come on, pipper. Somebody alive down there. And bomb's gone. And Rapier, this is Sledgehammer, we are off.
Nice work. I think that will probably do it.
Sledgehammer, roger. We are Winchester and heading back to base.
Nice working with you. Come back and party with us again soon. Rapier out.
All right, another successful mission. I think we had pretty good accuracy there. Still got some fires raging down there. That's good. So, time to get some altitude. Go home and have a nice big breakfast. So, as per usual, I hope you enjoyed that mission, and I hope you come to the Discord server, the Sidekick Discord server. The link is in the description. Come on there and grab the mission. Try it yourself. Let us know how you do. Give it a shot in multiplayer if you got some friends that you want to fly with. As always, if you enjoyed the video and you're enjoying these missions, please subscribe to the channel and like the videos and tell your friends. It's the best way to keep them coming. For now, this is going to be Sidekick, signing off.